个不算头条的。
上次刚才就是好像有一个人提莫的感觉。
啊，那个还好，就算法很好。对啊，还是有车。
他看到他那第一个说那就没车了。
一堆妈的比基尼辣妹啊，不知道男生穿个三角裤都在一起，方便啊。然后我以前小时候带我。
大哥，你们那个讯号有接吗？啊，你们讯号有接吗？啊，第几路啊？你已经报了，哦好。 就那个总统府啊，先去总统府。啊，差不多。
我靠你！
是。哦，好，马力帮我4个音。
好，各位观众，持续带您来关心美国众议院议长裴洛西的台湾行哦。那我们都知道，他昨天晚间降落台北松山机场后，今天从一大早开始，接续的行程可以说是非常的满。一早呢，先是。
他说等那个立法院离开后过来，再。
哦，好。
政府在做培洛西，主要是说跟反政府之后露脸吗？还是我拍完进去之后？不然你现在，他已经从立院出来了，快到了。
预告用，画面预告用，
快到了。
什么时候要？是，他是不是要离开立法院？已经离开了。哦，好，你要 Q， 对，好。
现在吗？好。
他在上车， 这边交管。对，这边有交管，这边已经交了。会啊。好，谢谢。没了。还没。车队来了，车队来了，车队来了，车队来了，编辑车队来了。编辑车队来了，编辑，车队来了。喂，好，走，好，台语准备哦。
好，各位观众，目前为您带来总统府现场最新的状况。可以看到呢，非常多的黑头车都一一的开上了总统府，因为裴洛西女士已经到场了。那可以看到周边的交管警力也是重重戒备。那目前旁边停等的民众也在这边等了一阵子，为了就是要先让裴洛西的车队先经过。那我们都知道呢，其实裴洛西今天从昨天晚上到达台湾之后，今天上午的行程可以说是排得非常的满，因为今天一早先是在饭店内视讯会议之后预计9点来拜会立法院，而且现在这个时间已经是10点22分了。原本10点就预计要到总统府来会见总统蔡英文，但是时间整整delay了20分钟，所以等稍后11点的访台记者会可能也会延后到11点半。那目前呢，他下午的行程呢还传出会到这个景美的人权文化园区，后续呢大概是5点左右会离台。不过根据华盛顿邮报的报道，揭露他还有一个重要的行程，他将会见台积电董事长刘德音，但台积电表示不会回应。只不过早上6点，他们其实已经都视讯过了。至于等下会不会在府内再度见面，目前无法得知，稍后会持续为您掌握。但我们都知道呢，其实他昨天晚间10点43分的时候，搭乘专机抵达松山机场，一行大约20多人，外交部长吴钊燮和 AIT 处长孙小雅也都是亲自接机。这也是睽违25年来美国众议院议长来访写下的新的历史。那自从昨天裴洛西抵台之后，他其实就有连发了3则的推文。他先表示呢，此次访台是美国支持台湾的民主承诺，他们也会重申呢美方对合作伙伴的支持，促进我们的共同利益，包括推动自由开放的印太地区等等。那目前裴洛西车队的人员都已经全数下车进到总统府了。稍后有什么最新消息，我们将持续为您掌握。主播。
OK， 好，那我先挂了，好，拜拜。还有一个，你可以帮我问一下你们好，所以我这边是现在车队进去，我要去台北宾馆。
对，你去台北宾馆，
确定的。
里面就是可以放心。
好，也不用等车队宾馆。好。
不会，应该不会。
喂，这有开吗？怕没开。
司仪报告，典礼即将开始。为使典礼进行顺畅，请各位贵宾及现场媒体工作人员将您的手机设定为震动或静音，谢谢。
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin shortly. Please have your cell phones muted. Thank you. Okay.
各位贵宾，请就座。
Please be seated.
总统与裴洛西议长莅临，各位贵宾请起立。
Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, the President and the Speaker have arrived.
请总统与裴洛西议长至礼台就位。
Madam President, Madam Speaker, please take your positions on the stage. 总统颁授美国联邦众议院议长裴洛西特种大绶青云勋章，仪式开始。 The ceremony to confer the Order of Propitious Clouds with special grand cordon upon Speaker Pelosi will now begin.
宣读颂词。美国联邦众议院议长裴洛西为杰出之政治家，才游卓越，智虑恢宏，致力促进中华民国台湾与美国之友好合作关系，成效斐然，深为中华民国台湾人民及政府所感佩。中华民国台湾政府依据勋章条例第8条之规定，经总统明令颁赠裴洛西议长特种大绶青云勋章一座，以表彰其卓越成就。中华民国111年8月3日于台北。
Citation: The Honorable Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House of Representatives of the United States of America, is an outstanding stateswoman of remarkable erudition who has played a key role in promoting relations between the Republic of China, Taiwan, and the United States of America. Her exceptional contributions have earned her the sincere gratitude of the people and government of the Republic of China, Taiwan. In recognition of Speaker Pelosi's extraordinary achievements, the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, in accordance with Article 8 of the Orders Act, and by presidential decree, hereby confers upon her the Order of Propitious Clouds with special grand cordon, given in Taipei on the 3rd day of the 8th month of the 111th year of the Republic of China, Taiwan, corresponding to the 3rd day of August of the year 2022 in the Gregorian calendar.
恭请总统授勋。
President Tsai will now confer the Order of Propitious Clouds with special grand cordon upon Speaker Pelosi.
请总统与裴洛西议长复位。
We now welcome Madam President, Madam Speaker, please return to your seats.
请总统致辞，各位贵宾请就座。
President Tsai will now deliver her remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
裴洛西议长、米克斯主席、高野主席、戴宾尼副主席、克里希纳莫提主席、金安迪众议员、孙家尧处长，还有黑保罗先生，各位贵宾、各位同仁，大家好。
Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Chairman Meeks, Chairman Takano, Vice Chairperson Delbene, Chairman Krishnamurti, Congressman Kim, Director Alkirk, Mr. Pelosi, dear guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
非常欢迎裴洛西议长率团来访。过去我和赖清德副总统过境美国的时候，都会接到裴洛西议长致电表示欢迎，也会针对台美关系交换意见。很高兴这一次能在台湾跟议长见面。
I would like to extend a very warm welcome to Speaker Pelosi and the delegation. In our previous transit stops in the United States, Vice President Lai and I had always received calls from the Speaker to welcome us and exchange views with us on Taiwan-U.S. relations. I am delighted to meet face-to-face with the Speaker in Taiwan this time.
裴洛西议长是台湾最坚定的友人，各位议员也都是美国众议院重要的领袖，长期在各领域积极推动台美关系的进展。非常感谢各位此次来台访问，展现出美国国会对台湾坚若磐石的支持。
Speaker Pelosi is truly one of Taiwan's most devoted friends. The representatives here today are all important leaders in the House and have long made proactive efforts to promote progress in Taiwan-U.S. relations in all areas. We are truly grateful to you for making this visit to Taiwan to showcase the U.S. Congress's staunch support for Taiwan.
裴洛西议长和台湾有很深的渊源。在1999年10月，裴洛西议长曾经访问台湾，当时特别关心921震灾的后续情况。在此后的20年，台湾不但走出了921震灾的阴影，而且重建，更陆续克服了各项的挑战。
Speaker Pelosi has deep and long-standing ties with Taiwan. In October 1999, the Speaker visited Taiwan and was particularly concerned with the 9/21 earthquake and its aftermath. In the 2 decades following the earthquake, Taiwan not only made successful post-disaster reconstruction, but also weathered multiple challenges, one after another.
而这20多年来，裴洛西议长也一直持续关注台湾的民主发展，并且长期支持台湾的国际参与。我要对此表达最诚挚的感谢。
In the past 2 decades, Speaker Pelosi continued to pay close attention to democratic development in Taiwan and demonstrated unwavering support for Taiwan's international participation. Madam Speaker, I must extend my most heartfelt gratitude to you.
我也十分敬佩裴洛西议长长期以来坚定捍卫民主自由，努力守护人权价值，对于违反民主价值的言行，更是勇于挺身对抗，令人印象非常深刻，也很感动。
I have great admiration for Speaker Pelosi, who has long stood firm in safeguarding freedom, democracy, and human rights, who never hesitates to confront head-on rhetoric and activities set to undermine democratic values. The Speaker's courage and actions are deeply inspiring and touching.
今年，俄罗斯入侵乌克兰，使台海安全成为全世界关注的另外一个焦点。民主台湾一旦受到侵略，整个印太地区的安全都会受到巨大的冲击。
Russia's invasion of Ukraine earlier this year has made security over the Taiwan Strait another focus of worldwide attention. Aggressions against democratic Taiwan would have a tremendous impact on the security of the entire Indo-Pacific.
在这里，我要特别向各位传达台湾应对变局的几个基本态度。
I would like to take this opportunity to explicitly express to you Taiwan's key principles in facing uncertainties.
第一，面对持续且刻意升高的军事威胁，台湾不会退缩，会坚定维护国家主权，坚守民主的防线，同时也希望和全世界民主国家团结合作，共同维护民主的价值。
First, facing deliberately heightened military threats, Taiwan will not back down. We will firmly uphold our nation's sovereignty and continue to hold the line of defense for democracy. At the same time, we wish to cooperate and work in unity with all democracies around the world to jointly safeguard democratic values.
第二，台湾会尽最大努力来强化本身自我防卫的力量，并致力维护台海的和平稳定，让台湾可以成为区域安全的一个关键稳定的力量，确保自由开放的印太地区以及全球贸易及供应链的稳定发展。
Second, we will do whatever it takes to strengthen Taiwan's self-defense capability. Taiwan is committed to maintaining peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait, and we will make Taiwan a key stabilizing force for regional security, ensuring a free and open Indo-Pacific, as well as the stable development of global trade and supply chains.
第三，台湾是美国可靠而且可信赖的合作伙伴，我们会持续和美国国会及行政部门在印太区域安全、经济发展、人才培育以及供应链合作等各层面强化合作，让台美关系可以进一步的提升。
Third, Taiwan is a reliable and trustworthy cooperative partner of the United States. We will continue to work with the U.S. Congress as well as the administration to strengthen cooperation in areas such as Indo-Pacific security, economic development, talent cultivation, and supply chains, so as to further elevate Taiwan-U.S. relations.
我要再次感谢佩洛西议长和各位，在这个关键的时刻，以行动表达对台湾坚定的支持，以及表达美国支持台湾自我防御的一贯政策。
Once again, I welcome Speaker Pelosi and the delegation to Taiwan. Thank you for taking concrete actions to show your staunch support for Taiwan at this critical moment, and for expressing the U.S.'s consistent policy supporting Taiwan's self-defense.
特种大绶青云勋章的颁证，代表了我们对佩洛西议长的感谢，也期待透过更多的相互合作，持续的提升台美关系。
The Order of Propitious Clouds with Special Grand Cordon represents our gratitude to Speaker Pelosi, and it also expresses our wish to continue progressing Taiwan-U.S. relations through more cooperation.
最后，再次感谢各位的来访，希望台湾和美国继续相互扶持，做彼此坚持的伙伴，一起让民主的光芒更加的闪耀。我们一起努力，谢谢大家。
To close, thank you all again for coming. Taiwan and the United States shall continue with our mutual support and be steadfast partners to one another in our joint efforts to make democracy shine again. Thank you.
请总统回座。
Madam President, please be seated.
请裴洛西议长致辞。
Speaker Pelosi will now deliver her remarks.
Thank you, Madam President. It is such a high honor to receive the Order of the Propitious Clouds with Special Grand Cordon from you. We are so proud of your leadership, a woman president in one of the freest societies in the world. It's great immense admiration for your leadership and great personal humility that I accept this award. Humility because I accept it not for me only, but for our members of Congress who are so instrumental in all that you said about our accomplishments together. Democrats and Republicans, House and Senate, both sides of the aisle, united in our support for Taiwan. This time I am so excited to receive this award on behalf of the United States Congress, as I said, is just unwavering. The response that we had to our visit was so positive from our colleagues. I look forward to displaying this award in the Speaker's office, or wearing it there, right? in the Capitol as a symbol of our treasured friendship.
谢谢总统阁下，非常荣幸能够接受特种青云大绶勋章的颁赠，也非常的荣幸，我也为总统的女性的领导的力量，以及我自己身为女性的领导人为荣。那当然，我这一次能够获颁这个勋章，我是非常虚心接受的。会说虚心，是因为我不只是代表我自己，也代表整个美国的，我们这次来访的所有的美国的议员们一起来接受这份勋章。而且这些一同行的议员们呢，其实对于刚刚讲到的所有的对台美关系的贡献呢，其实他们都有尽一份力。而且我们这样子的贡献，无论是民主党、共和党，无论在众议院、参议院，大家都是团结一致，有了高度的共识的。那我也非常的兴奋，能够代表整个众议院呢，代表整个美国政府，能够接受这样子的一个勋章。我也很期待能够把大绶青云勋章带回去，展示在我的办公室当中。毕竟我在办公室并不会穿戴整个大绶。
Madam President, I think it's important to remind some and inform others of how we are here. 43 years ago, with the Taiwan Relations Act, America made a bedrock promise to always stand with Taiwan. And on this strong foundation, we have built a thriving partnership, grounded in our shared values of self-government and self-determination, focused on our mutual security interests in the region and across the world, committed to the economic ties that power prosperity for all of our people.
我们这一次的来访呢，其中一项重点就是要提醒大家并告知大家，43年前我们通过了《台湾关系法》，当时就许下了对台湾非常坚定的承诺，要与台湾站在一起。在这个基础之上，我们行出了非常繁荣的合作关系跟伙伴关系。我们的焦点不但是有包括我们的共同命运的自觉，还有许多我们共同安全的议题，无论是在这个地区还是全世界的共同安全，以及我们必须要保障我们，并且深化我们的经济关系，使得我们的两国的人民能够有更好的生活。
Today, our delegation, of which I'm very proud, came to Taiwan to make unequivocally clear we will not abandon our commitment to Taiwan, and we are proud of our enduring friendship. And may I mention, they're all co-chairs of this delegation. The chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Garvey Meeks of New York, the chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Takano of California, the vice chair of the Ways and Means Committee, Congresswoman Del Bene of Washington State, the member of the Intelligence Committee and a leader in COVID fight and so many things in the Congress, Congressman Raja Krishnamurthy from, I say Illinois, he says Chicago. And again, one of our newest members of Congress, serving the as a diplomat in the State Department before coming, Congressman Andy Kim of not only the Armed Services Committee, but also the Foreign Affairs Committee and others. We're very proud of our delegation, and when you hear, as you will be hearing from them in the course of our visit, you will know even more why we are. Thank you to our delegation. And we're proud to be here with the Vice President, with Mr. Wu, with other distinguished leaders who are here with you, Madam President. Thank you for your leadership. The story of Taiwan is an inspiration to all freedom-loving people in the United States and around the world. Out of a crucible of challenge, you have forged a flourishing democracy, one of the freest in the world, proudly to be led by a woman president. That's an applause line.
我们这一次访团非常的荣幸能够来到台湾，我们要必须向外界宣示我们非常清楚的表达，我们绝对不会背弃对台湾的承诺。这次来访的许多议员们，他们也都是在各委员会当中担任主席或副主席或其他的要职，例如说外交委员会的主席米克斯，退伍军人事务委员会的主席高野， 税计委员会的副主席戴碧妮、情报委员会以及防疫许多方面的贡献者克里绪那莫提、军事委员会以及外交委员会的成员金安迪等等，他们都非常荣幸能够来到台湾，也非常感谢这些议员们跟我随行一起来访。那我也很高兴，也很荣幸能够在这边见到副总统、吴部长，以及蔡总统，以及非常许多杰出的台湾的政治领导者，非常感谢各位的领导。那台湾的故事呢，其实就是一群热爱自由民主的人民的故事。那其实我们在美国也在全世界都有许多这样子热爱自由的人民。
And Taiwan has been an island of resilience in the world. Indeed, the people of Taiwan have proven to the world that with hope, courage, and determination, it is possible to build a peaceful and prosperous future, even in terms of the challenges you face. And now, more than ever, America's solidarity with Taiwan is crucial, and that is the message we are bringing here today.
台湾是一个韧性之岛，台湾的人民也向外界证明了，只要有希望、有勇气、有决心，一定能够打造一个和平又繁荣的未来。尽管台湾面临着这么多的严峻的挑战，那美国与台湾的团结也非常的重要。我们这一次来访，就是要向外界彰显像这样子的美台之间的团结。
When we travel and leave the country as a congressional delegation, security, to protect our people as well as global security, economy to spread prosperity in our own country and others, and governance are three principal pillars of our travel. In all three areas, we have great cooperation and friendship with Taiwan, and we value that. I just do want to mention and congratulate Taiwan for your governance of the COVID issue, the COVID pandemic. You are a model to the world in terms of the cooperation of the people and the success of your initiatives. Congratulations, Madam President. Congratulations to the people of Taiwan for following the lead and suggesting their own proposals. Today, the world faces a choice between democracy and autocracy. America's determination to preserve democracy here in Taiwan and around the world remains ironclad. And we're grateful to the partnership of the people of Taiwan in this mission. I'm very grateful to receive this award. I'm grateful to you, Madam President, to the people for their enduring friendship. I'm very blessed, as are my colleagues, with many Taiwan Americans who are very excited about our visit. And in fact, when I came before, in '99, I came with them, and we learned a lot. And that's what we came to do, to participate in the Asian Pacific Initiative in a way that is appropriate for Taiwan to be successful, whether in trade, security, etc., and to do so in a way that opens many more possibilities. We came here to listen, to learn, and what do you know? I got this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful award. The Order of Propitious Clouds with Special Grand Pardon. Thank you, Madam President. Thank you so much.
这一次我们访问亚洲各国，我们有3大支柱，3个主要的重点，一个就是安全，人民的安全，全球的安全；经济，也就是说我们要创造未来的繁荣，能够嘉惠更多的人；以及我们治理，好的治理，这是我们此次访问的3大支柱。那我们这一次呢，也都跟台湾在这3个领域当中都有许多的合作，我们也非常重视跟台湾在这些领域当中的伙伴关系。我们也要特别向台湾的人民以及台湾的政府去恭贺台湾在防疫方面的所有的成就。台湾的防疫真的是全世界的一个模范，可以彰显台湾人民的合作、台湾防疫政策的成功等。现在我们全世界面临着2个选择：选择民主或者选择威权。那美国致力于保障台湾以及全世界的民主，我们像这样子的决心是非常坚定不移的。我也非常感谢这次总统给我颁赠的勋章，以及总统以及许多的台湾的领导阶层给我彰显的许多非常热诚的友谊。 我也看到许多美国在台湾的侨民都非常的兴奋，看到我们的到来。的确，1999年我那次来访的时候，也学到很多。我们也在立法的殿堂当中，也致力了非常多，许多亚裔美国人，还有说去跟台湾之间发展更多紧密的贸易关系等的许多的工作，我们都持续的在推展。这些工作的推展能够开启更多的可能性，让我们能够有更多的机会互相学习，这就是我们的来意，互相学习。而且呢，除了互相学习之外，还获得了非常美丽的奖章，大受青云勋章，非常感谢总统。
接下来进行合影，请总统、副总统、裴洛西议长、AIT 处长及各位众议员合影。
Madam President, Mr. Vice President, Madam Speaker, distinguished members of the House of Representatives, please come together for a group photo.
请全体观礼贵宾一同加入合影。
We now welcome all guests to join us for a group photo.
授勋典礼礼成。
This concludes the ceremony.
请参加会谈贵宾前往红厅，其余贵宾于大礼堂稍后。
Madam President, Madam Speaker, and other participating officials in the bilateral dialogue will now proceed to the next venue. All other guests will remain in the reception hall. Thank you.
已经在设了，车上部分是到那边是 OK 的。对，车上到我们新闻中心出去是可以的。
所以现在测的是不是测现场哦？
对，现在测现场。
好，媒体麦克风测试，媒体麦克风测试，媒体麦克风测试，1、2、3、4，媒体麦克风测试，1、2、3、4。
不沙沙的声音诶，喇叭有沙沙的声音。
媒体麦克风测试，1、2、3、4。媒体麦克风测试，1、2、3、4。媒体麦克风测试，2、3、4、5。备用麦克风测试，1、2、3、4。备用麦克风测试，1、2、3、4。
来宾麦克风试音，1、2、3、4，1、2、3、4。总统麦克风试音，1、2、3、4，1、2、3、4，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。麦克风试音，1、2、3。麦克风试音，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。
等一下我们再说。
test. Okay. Okay. 待会参加媒体都是用英文提问。英文提问，对对对。OK。好。等一下，他们快要来的时候，他们要进来的时候跟我讲，好不好？可能就要。不，你在这里，你会听吗？你会个，然后对，太好，对，他不用了，他们比我们还先进，我们都不知道认识的。呀。 Test, test. Get it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the President of the Republic, Dr. Tsai Ing-wen, and the Honorable Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, into the room, together with her delegations.
There has been so much press every place we go.
And then you can take your seat, and so we can proceed with the Q&A. And before that, I will invite our President and the Speaker to deliver their remarks. So please take your seat. Thank you very much. And first, I would like to invite the host, our President of the Republic, Dr. Tsai Ing-wen, to make her remarks.
Yes, I'd like to take this opportunity to reiterate the Taiwanese people's warm welcome to Speaker Pelosi and the delegation. We're grateful for the delegation's visit under such challenging circumstances. as a demonstration of unwavering support to the people of Taiwan. The Speaker's presence here in Taiwan serves to boost public confidence in the strength of our democracy as a foundation to our partnership with the United States. I told Speaker Pelosi that we are committed to maintaining the status quo across the strait. Taiwanese people are pragmatic. We have welcomed many congressional delegations to Taiwan over the years, and the normal practice of friends visiting each other is inherent in our culture of hospitality. Military exercises are unnecessary responses. Taiwan has always been open to constructive dialogue, and we will work with stakeholders to bring about stability and peace in the region. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam President. And now I'm honored to give the floor to Speaker Pelosi to deliver her remarks.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam President, for your leadership and for the leadership gathered here with you today. I'm proud of my delegation. We're almost like one unit. The chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee, the chairman of the Mr. Meeks, Mr. Takano, chair of Veterans Affairs, vice chair of Foreign Energy and Ways and Means, the Trade Committee, Congresswoman Susan Delbene, a member of the Intelligence Committee, Mr. Krishnamurthy, and a member of the Foreign Affairs and Armed Services Committee, Mr. Kim. I say that because when I speak, my receiving your kind words as well as this invitation is really received and appreciated by members of Congress. On both sides of the aisle, on both sides of the Capitol, great enthusiasm for the U.S.-Taiwan relationship. Let's just put it in perspective. Over 4 decades ago, the Taiwan Relations Act was built in building a strong bond between our two countries, advancing our shared interests of governance, economy, and security, while respecting the One China policy. Our solidarity with you is more important than ever as you defend Taiwan and your freedom. In our bilateral meeting, we discussed key opportunities to deepen our partnership, upholding democracy and human rights and respect for the individual, combating, well, I'll get around to comment. 3 areas that I just mentioned: security, economy, governance. Security, our relationship is a strong one, and we discussed how we can make it stronger and more and up to date. In economy, we talked about a trade agreement that might be possible and soon. And in governance, among other things, and in governance, I want to salute Taiwan for the leadership you have provided in fighting COVID. Probably one of the highest rates of vaccination, but also the lowest number of deaths from COVID, a real model for the world. It's about science, but it's also about community acceptance of a plan, and that is called leadership. So thank you for that, a lesson to all of us. And so as we deal with those 3 areas, we come here following the President's lead on the Indo-Pacific economic framework. That's interesting. We support that. Again, in terms of security, economy, and governance. Taiwan's not part of that, so we want to build a different set with the economic package, with our security package, and the trade agreement, hopefully, that is imminent. So this is a very important time for us because we came here to listen and to learn about how we can do this more effectively, really achieving the goals for Taiwan that we all aspire to but don't understand as fully as we do now because of this trip. So again, it's a great pride for us today, the first woman speaker in the House, meeting the first woman president of Taiwan. We have some enthusiasm for that, and again, we're very proud of our representative, Sandra Alkirk, and I'm proud of my colleague, Susan Delbene. So it may take a moment to take some pride in women's leadership. Again, our delegation came here to send an unequivocal message. America stands with Taiwan. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you very much, Your Honorable. Right now, with the permission of our President and Speaker Pelosi, we'll be taking up questions from the media. So we'll proceed right now taking the first questions from Taiwanese media, and it will be raised by Mr. Joseph Ye from CNA. Joseph?
President Tsai, Madam Speaker, I'm Joe from the Central News Agency. I'm representing more than hundreds of Taiwanese media. I was given one question, so the question will be a little bit long, so please bear with me, because we have waited for 25 years for this chance. So you're the first House Speaker to visit Taiwan in 25 years, so do you foresee that your visit will bring up even more similar high senior official U.S. to visit Taiwan in the future, or maybe future speakers? This is the first part of my question. And the second part is, in accordance with Taiwan Travel Act, high-level visit a two-way thing. So a lot of U.S. congressmen has proposed President Tsai to speak at U.S. Congress, if possible. Do you see that it could realize anytime soon in the near future, especially under your leadership in the House? And the final question is, I'm sorry, 25 years again, sorry. The final question is, how do you see how the Chinese welcome you with military exercise and sanctions against Taiwan? Do you foresee that? Thank you.
Well, first let me thank you for your questions on behalf of all of those other people. And to say that in terms of our visit here, and would that lead to other visits? I certainly hope so. But I think it's important to note that members of Congress, several of them had made trips just earlier this year. 5 senators, bipartisan, came, again, including the chair of the Foreign Relations Committee, Mr. Menendez, came. Not too much of a fuss was made. Individual senators have made trips or plan to make trips. And I just hope that it's really clear that while China has stood in the way of Taiwan participating and going to certain meetings, that they understand that they will not stand in the way of people coming to Taiwan. It's a show of friendship, of support, but also a source of learning about how we can work together better in collaboration. So, I think that they made a big fuss because I'm Speaker, I guess. I don't know if that was a reason or an excuse, because they didn't say anything when the men came. What's the second part was?
Invited to the U.S. Congress to make.
Oh, that was the third part, but I'll go there. Okay. That was the third part I thought. We haven't had a joint session in probably 3 years in Congress, partially because of COVID, but even before that it was Christmas and all that. So we haven't had many joint sessions, but we have tried to accommodate visits by bringing together, both sides of the aisle and both sides of the Capitol. And I would hope that that opportunity would be there. The joint session has become something, again, because of COVID, we aren't able to. It's even hard for us to do the President's State of the Union address, because you have to space and you have to time, and, well, here we are. I don't know. I think that whatever China was going to do, they will do in their own good time. What excuse they may use to do it is another thing. But you really know more about that than I do. I do think that it's really important for the message to be clear that in the Congress, House and Senate, Democrats and Republicans are committed to the security of Taiwan in order to have Taiwan be able to most effectively defend themselves. But it also is about our shared values of democracy and freedom and how Taiwan has been an example to the world in that regard. And whether it's certain insecurities on the part of the president of China as to his own political situation that he's rattling a saber, I don't know. But it doesn't really matter. What matters to us is that we salute the successes of Taiwan. We work together for the security of Taiwan, and we just take great lessons from the democracy in Taiwan.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Right now we take questions from the international media, and I would like to invite Samson Ellis. He is the Taipei Bureau Chief of Bloomberg News. Samson?
Oh, thank you.
Madam President, Madam Speaker, we have seen the Chinese authorities take multiple economic actions against individual Taiwanese companies and entire sectors of the economy here. Taiwan has already paid a cost for your visit and is likely to continue to do so over the coming days and weeks. What concrete, tangible benefits can you promise Taiwan to offset the cost of your trip?
Well, at the same time as this trip is taking place and in recognition of our common interest economically, we just passed the Chips and Science Act. This is something that opens the door for us to, again, have better economic exchanges. I know that some Taiwan businesses, significant ones, are already planning to invest in manufacturing in the United States. And the ingenuity, the entrepreneurial spirit, the brain power, whatever, the intellectual resource that exists in Taiwan and the success of the tech industry here for one sector has been really a model, and again we want to increase our relationship. So I think that I would be saying that would be a goal we share, but with the CHIPS Act we're really facilitating reaching that goal, and it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting, and I think that you will see a recognition of the scientific success that Taiwan has had, being a model for how we go forward. That's why our bill is called Chips and Science.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Right now, last but not the least, we will have a representative from the Japanese media, Mr. Ishiro Koichiro-san. He is the Bureau Chief of Asahi Shimbun of Japan.
Hello.
你好，总统。
Konnichiwa.
Hello, Speaker Pelosi. Konnichiwa. Thank you very much for taking my questions. My question is about the Chinese democracy. Now we are witnessing the Chinese authorities increasing various pressures, not only to Taiwanese people and Hong Kongese, but to their own citizens, I mean the Chinese people. And as a strong and long-time advocate of democracy, please let us share your ideas. How the democratic countries, including South Korea, Japan, where you are heading to, can deter China from invading Taiwan militarily, and how we can guide China toward a democratic political system. Thank you.
Well, two things. In the context, your question comes in the context of right now a struggle between autocracy and democracy in the world. We cannot back away from that. And so as China goes and uses its soft power, money and whatever, into many countries in order to get their support at the UN and other bodies, we have to recognize that has some effectiveness, because it's a lot of money and it's promises that may or may not ever be kept. So when we talk about Taiwan in that context, we have to talk from strength. We have to talk from strength, We have to talk from what Taiwan has been so good about is being technologically advanced, whether it's in business or security. And we have to show the world, and that's one of the purposes of our trip, to show the world the success of the people of Taiwan, their courage to change their own country to become more democratic, their respect for people and the rest, and quite frankly, a model in this region in that respect, in those respects. So strength, goodwill, and again, the demonstration of a democracy that has evolved to a stronger place now, and it offers a very strong contrast to what's happening on mainland China. No more evidence needed than what happened in Hong Kong under one country, two systems. It didn't happen. But again, we're not here to talk about mainland China. We're here to talk about Taiwan. We have our our Taiwan Relations Act. We support the communiques, this, that, and the other thing that have gone before. So we are supporters of the status quo and the rest. We don't want anything to happen to Taiwan by force. So strength, and one of the biggest sources of strength is democracy. I said at a meeting earlier with the parliamentarians, in our earliest days of our founding of our country, Benjamin Franklin, our presidency, said, freedom and democracy. Freedom and democracy, and one thing, security here. If we can't have either if we don't have both. So, security, economics, security, economy, and again, and governance, they're all related, and we want Taiwan to always have freedom with security, and we're not backing away from that. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Anything you'd like to add to it?
Okay. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Today's event is especially important because we are witnessing the historical visit of Speaker Pelosi to Taiwan to convey the message of the U.S. support to Taiwan. So we know, in a challenging time like this, Taiwan is not alone. We also would like to thank very especially to President Tsai Ing-wen for her leadership, her resilience, strength, and wisdom shown in leading Taiwan. Also, our sincere appreciation goes to the distinguished members of the U.S. Congress who accompanied Speaker Pelosi in her trip, and your friendship means a lot to us. Thank you so much for being here in Taiwan. Also, thanks for the presence of so many officials from the U.S. side, from the Taiwan side, whose effort made this event possible. Thank you also very much to the media friends with us today, and also hundreds right now watching the live transmission. Thank you very much to you all. Have a great day.